guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm actually doing a tag video. And this tag was created by my beautiful, lovely Greek friend, Greek goddess, Andri. I love Andri, you guys, and I've actually copied her style when it comes to doing the daily vlogs. I don't do it like she does. Nobody can do it like she does, but I enjoy her vlogs. I enjoy watching her, and she created this tag, so I thought I'm gonna jump on that one because it's very interesting and I think it's good for conversation. So the name of the tag video is, are you a narcissist? Are you a narcissistic YouTuber? So let's think about that just for a minute. Stick around if you want to see if I'm a narcissist. Me? Not long ago, and this is the honest truth, Andri, this is the honest truth. My sister and I were having a conversation and she said, "You're such a narcissist." And I was like, "What?" And she said, "I'm not kidding, Yota, you are such a narcissist." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Because you know, when you hear of someone being a narcissist, it's a bad connotation. You don't think, "Oh, thank you." You're not like, "Oh, thank you so much," you know? And I'm like, "What do you mean I'm a narcissist?" She said, "Everything always circles back around to you." And I've thought about that, and then, I don't know, it's like a month later, Andri comes up with this tag video, and I thought, maybe I need to address my narcissism. And my sister said, I was like, "Wow, thanks." And she said, "No, I don't mean it in a bad way." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "You're a good narcissist." So, yeah. I've thought about that, and now we have turned it into a big joke that I'm a narcissist, but a good narcissist. Aren't we all, on some level, a bit of a narcissist? I mean, don't we all think about ourselves? Don't we all, like, if something happens, "Oh, it hurt my feelings," or, you know, "I was left out, I didn't get invited," or, you know, co-workers, you know, they just don't treat me right. Or, I mean, I feel like everybody on some level, I mean, what's wrong with looking out for number one? You know what I mean? So, we're gonna dive into this whole narcissism thing. We're gonna figure out if I'm a narcissist, if you're a narcissist, and is it particularly a bad thing? I did not make any notes. I'm talking from my heart, from my head, whatever. So I just have my phone here. I wanted to read the definition of narcissistic personality disorder. A disorder in which a person has an inflated sense of self-importance. The cause is unknown, but likely involves a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Okay. So my sister thinks I'm a good narcissist. And Andri brought up the fact that, you know, as a luxury YouTuber, we're on here and we, you know, we really enjoy admiration from our subscribers, which is true. Even if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I enjoy admiration. I enjoy it when somebody says, "Oh, your hair looks really good," or "Your skin looks really good," or "I like what you're wearing," or "Dig in that bag," okay? So we all enjoy that. Does that make us a narcissist? Does having a YouTube channel and coming on here and talking about myself and looking at myself constantly while I'm editing, you guys, oh, honestly, I can't, that's hard. But, you know, just showing people what I buy, talking about myself, the places I go. Am I a narcissist because I have a YouTube channel? I've opened myself up to everybody, to all of you, and I don't really feel like that makes me a narcissist. I feel like everybody has a tiny bit of narcissistic qualities, and it doesn't make it bad like my sister. But my sister means, and this is the honest truth, you guys, she'll be talking about, she's the librarian at the school that we went to school at. So a lot of the people that work there went to school with us and knows us. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. So she was talking about someone the other day, and For some reason, when we were in school, even to this day, people think I'm stuck up until they get to know me. I've never understood it, but I don't know, seem stuck up. And then when they get to know me, but anyway, this particular person, she is the head janitor at the school, and she talks to my sister a lot, and she and I graduated together. And she told my sister the other day, you know, your sister, she's just not as down to earth as you are. She never was really as friendly. Well, I told my sister, I said, I never really knew her that well in school, but I was always nice to her. And then my sister, and then she was asking what I did, you know, what I've been doing with my life. And my sister said, oh, she was a nurse, and she was an OB nurse, she was a geriatric nurse. You know, she's done all kinds of nursing, and kind of talking about me to her. And she's like, what? She said, she doesn't seem like the type that would have been a nurse. And my sister said, oh yeah, she's a very caring person. And I am. I really am. I care about other people. I'm not really a huge people person in a way. I know this isn't gonna make sense. I'm half and half. I'm an introvert and an extrovert. But I do love to be around people, and I also love to be alone. That's my artistic side, I think. You know, whenever she talks about me to people, or she talks to people about things, I'll say, well, what did they say about me? And she said I always make it come back around to being about me. I never knew that I did that, but I think I do it. I think I'm guilty of that. And I'll tell you what it is. Okay, this definition that I just read said it could be a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Okay, I've told you guys this a gazillion times, but I had a Greek father, and he thought that me and my sister hung the moon. I'm sure all fathers do, most fathers do, but he idolized us. I mean, every morning when I would get up in the morning, I would walk through half asleep in an ill mood, like I always was. And he said, oh, here she comes, the most beautiful girl in the world. He always would say that about us. And he made me feel good about myself. And I was kind of centered, like I only have one sister who's a little bit younger than me, but she's not as spoiled as me. For some reason, I was more spoiled. You know how like kids are different. And I was the one that always got my way for some reason. And my mom said it was because I was dramatic, and they would give in to me just to make me be quiet. And then my aunt is just a few years older than me. She's way younger than my mom. So it's almost like, you know, I was the middle child because my aunt, my sister, and myself all grew up together. So I was dramatic, and I was the middle child in a sense. And I think it's just the pecking order in which I fell. I don't know. I'm trying to figure myself out. And I think I do have a bit of narcissistic qualities. I find it very interesting. And as far as having a YouTube channel, my YouTube channel started with Keith. I never in a million years even thought about it. He went through this phase. He got a drone, and he was making all kinds of videos, vacation videos, and doing all kinds of special effects and things like that. And I always loved to watch YouTube videos. I never thought of having one, but you know, it was just something that I love to do to unwind. Well, and I love handbags. So anyway, he's like, you should start a YouTube channel. We can kind of do it together. I was like, what? And he kind of talked me into it. I wasn't big on the idea. I just really didn't want to do it, but he kind of pushed me, and that's the honest truth. So for the first year, he edited all my videos. And of course he would do a lot of crazy things, and I'd say, you know, people in the luxury community, they don't really use those type of effects. And I had some complaints about the bells and the whistles, but you know, he's very artistic when it comes to editing. But anyway, after about a year of it, and I was enjoying being a YouTuber, he said, this has turned into a part-time job. And he said, I don't even enjoy editing anymore. And so I knew if I wanted to go on, that I had to learn to edit my own videos. I thought, well, I'm just gonna not carry on with my channel. I don't know how to edit, you know. But you know what? The reason I kept going, it's not because I like to look at myself. It's not because I like to hear myself talk. I do like to talk about handbags. I'm telling you the honest truth that I kept my YouTube channel and struggled because I'm so inept when it comes to electronics and things like this and computers. I struggled to learn to edit because I fell in love with you guys. I just thought, I don't want to stop doing it because I'll lose my contact with my friends. Because long before I had my channel, I was always watching YouTube, and I watched Autumn from way back. I never thought we were going to be friends. I never even commented. I didn't realize how important it was. So anyway, I'm just trying to give you a little background. I started my channel because Keith kind of pushed me into it. Number two, I kept doing it because I love the interaction and the friendships that I've made. I really do. And you guys, I'm retired from my medical career. I'm an artist. I do paint almost every day. I stay home. I do YouTube, do things with my mom. I have a very, very, very full life. I kept doing it not because of I want to, you know, oh, I can't wait to show everybody what I bought. You know, look, in my real life, I live in a small town. I would say in 2019, it says 5,041 people. And so, you know, it's a couple years later, probably 6,000. I live in a tiny town. Nobody cares what I carry. My family, my sister is so unimpressed. I mean, she will sometimes say, well, where'd you get that bag? Is that a new bag? You know, she'll say something like that, but she doesn't really care. I mean, she just doesn't care. And my mom, you know, she'll say, well, that's pretty. But in the beginning, my family, I was embarrassed because like we go on vacation and I'd tell Keith, don't tell my mom that I got a new bag. And then I'd come home and she'd say, did you get a new bag? And I'd say, yeah. And she'd say, why do you spend so much money? You know, that type of thing. You guys get it, right? So, but now they've accepted my, you know, they've accepted me for the insane narcissistic handbag lover that I am. But my point is, I don't really have anybody to flex to. Even when I worked at the office, the girls there, they never even looked at my bags. I would come, you know, walking in the mornings. They never looked at my bags. One time ever, one of the girls in the office said, I don't even want to know how much that bag cost. And I said, no, you don't. That's the only thing anybody ever said to me at work. I don't flex my bags to anybody because nobody cares. My daughter-in-law doesn't care. My daughter loves them, but she doesn't really care. Nobody cares. The only people who care is you guys. I don't even know if you guys care. You're probably just watching me because of my personality, right? Okay, so I buy these bags, carry these bags because I love them. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, right? Okay, so I found this article that I just want to go over really, really quick. You know, you can read it and decide if you're a narcissist. Okay, so it is the 9 signs and symptoms of narcissism. So I'm going to read them and I'm going to tell you if I think it applies to me. Okay, the first one is grandiosity. Am I saying that right? Autumn, am I? She's always correcting me. There's a narcissist. There is the biggest narcissist on YouTube. Okay. Grandiosity. Exaggerated sense of self-importance. No, I don't have that. As a matter of fact, when I was younger, I had quite the opposite. Living in a small town, being one of 2 Greek girls, I felt like I didn't fit in. Felt like I should join the island of misfit toys. No, I never had that growing up. Now that I'm older and confident in myself, I always appeared to be confident, I think, but I really wasn't. And that's the honest truth. Feeling superior to others and that one deserves special treatment. No, I have never felt that way. I feel like everybody should be treated equally. I don't feel like anybody is more important than the next person. The only thing is some people are crappy people, right? Some people are crappy people. So I'm not a crappy person. But I've never felt superior to other people. Never, never. All right, feelings are often accompanied by fantasies of unlimited success, brilliance, power, beauty, or love. No, I've never had that. Never. So, number 2. The excessive need for admiration. I've never felt that way. I've had friends back in my single and ready to mingle days. I had a friend that we used to go out to clubs And I mean, she said one time, actually went into a restaurant one night, and she's like, did you notice when we walked in, everybody was looking at us? And I was like, no. She was like that. She thought everybody was looking at her, and they really weren't. I mean, I don't think they were, but anyway, I've never felt that way about myself. Must be the center of attention. Okay, I don't have to be. Okay, I'm gonna get in murky waters here, but I often have been. And I think that's the environmental thing, because my dad would make us the center of attention. And me more than my sister, not because I was more special, but because I was a diva at a young age. I was a drama queen and kind of loud, and she was quiet and subdued. They probably just did it to shut me up, to be honest with you. Often monopolizes conversations. No, my parents didn't allow that. And as an adult, I mean, we all talk a lot in my family. Keith would probably say I do that, but I don't think I do it. I don't think so. I probably have, but I don't think I do. Okay, a narcissist feels slighted, mistreated, depleted, and enraged. No, that's not me. Autumn Beckman ignores me all the time. I still talk to her. Okay, no, that's not me. I'm not like that. Superficial and exploitative superficial relationships. No, I don't have superficial relationships. No, that's not me. My husband, he's my very best friend. I love him with all of my heart. My family I love my friends. Even my relationship with you guys, I love you guys. I know your personalities. I don't know you in person, but the ones that write to me all the time, I know your personality. Janet, I know you're crazy. So I don't have superficial relationships. Exploitative. Okay. Lack of empathy. No, that is not me. You guys, I'm overboard. And that, I'm probably overboard there, because I have empathy for a lot of people, even people I shouldn't have empathy for, right? So no, that's not me at all. I do have empathy for people. So it says severely limited or totally lacking ability to care about the emotional needs or experiences of others, even loved ones. No way, that is not me at all. Okay, identity disturbance. Sense of self is highly superficial, extremely rigid and fragile. No. Self-stability depends on maintaining the view that one is exceptional. No, I'm not a very exceptional person. I would love to be. I'm just a normal person. I'm blessed in many, many ways in my life, but I've taken the high road and I've taken the low road. I mean, I've been around the block a time or two. I've been to where I literally, when I was raising my kids financially and I was a single mom, go in the grocery store with about 30 bucks and try to figure out 3 meals and some snacks. I've been there. Now I spend frivolously on handbags. I'm there now. But you know what? I was the same person then that I am now. I'm not any better. I don't have a grandiose sense of self identity. I don't feel that way about myself. Also, narcissists retreat from or deny realities. I don't feel like I do that. This is crazy. Okay. The relationships only exist to shore up positive self-image. No. Interactions are superficial. No. You guys, there are some days I'm here all day long. If I have a superficial relationship with anybody, it's me. I mean, there's sometimes, I'm here all day long. He's at work. He works over on his car, and I'm home alone all day. Maybe my daughter will run by for 5 minutes. I'll talk to my mom on the phone, talk to my sister on the phone, and I won't see anybody all day long. And I don't feel like a narcissist could handle that, you know? And I'll get up. I don't always wear makeup or anything, you know. Some days I get up and just fix up for myself because I don't want to feel like a slob, right? Intimacy is avoided. No. Nope. We water the plants quite a bit. Okay. Chronic feelings of emptiness and boredom. No. I would love to have one day of boredom, okay? One day. My mom says to me, can't you just sit down and relax and watch a movie? No. I have too much to do. I have too much painting to do. I have too much to do. Hey, I don't think I'm turning out to be a narcissistic person at all. Vulnerability to life transitions, difficulty maintaining reality-based personal and professional goals over time, blah, blah, blah. No. Compromises required by school, jobs, relationships. No. No. Actually, when I worked for Keith for almost 7 years, anytime something would go wrong in the office, he'd blame me, and it really wasn't my fault. I was like, it's her. Young adults may also have a failure to launch. No, I launched, you guys. I launched. So you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I mean, yeah, sometimes I'll say to my sister, well, what they say about me, because I just want to know, right? That's just normal, but that's just the way I am. As far as YouTube goes, Andri really brought up some really good points, you guys. I'm going to link her video, but you know, I do this for enjoyment. I do this when my kids were young. I didn't have time to do this kind of stuff. This is my time, okay? Don't I deserve it? I raised 3 kids. You know, I feel like this is my time. Everybody has their time. But me, I had children quite young, and I became a grandmother at a very young age, and everything was all about them. And so now, really, I do this as a hobby. I enjoy it. I've made friends. I enjoy my art. I can even share that with you guys, and you guys love it, and I'm so thankful that you guys do. It really makes me feel good. And several of you have went on my Instagram and just out of the blue, Yota, I'd like to buy that painting. And I've sold several of my paintings. I sent one off today or yesterday to my friend Jennifer. Hi Jennifer, let me know when you get it. And you guys, it just makes me feel so good. So there's nothing wrong with feeling good about yourself. I think that's important. I think it's a healthy thing. But no, I don't go around saying, oh, you know, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a luxury YouTuber, I've got a Chanel bag, because you know what, I could be just as happy without it. As a matter of fact, my life was full of happiness and children and just joy, and I had wonderful parents, and I didn't have Chanel bags back then. But now my life is different. We have been very successful in Keith's business. I am pretty successful, you know, on a small level with my art. We saved for retirement, and I don't know, it just comes to a point that at some time it's okay. It's okay. So I think my sister summed it up well. I am a bit of a narcissist, but a good narcissist. Because yeah, if somebody says something about me, I want to know what they said. I'm like, that bitch. No. Who could ever say anything bad about me, right? I'm just kidding. But I love my life. I love my family. I have very wonderful, loving relationships with my family, my friends. I can be alone or I can be with people. So, I don't know. And as far as my YouTube channel goes, one of these days it'll come to an end. Everything does. Right now I have no intentions of it. I am in a bit of a funk, and I was gonna do the try-on haul, and I'm just not up to it, you guys. I've been styling my outfits, but I'm just not up to putting forth that kind of energy, because I've been putting forth so much energy into my art. So, whew, there's only so much a person of my age can do. You know what I'm saying? I need vitamins. I feel like this YouTube thing is good for me, and it makes me happy. And one day I might wake up and say, I don't think I'm doing it anymore. I'm not just gonna disappear. I would probably come on here and say, you guys, I'm probably gonna go through May, the end of May, and I'm gonna bid you guys farewell. That would be terrible. I can't even imagine, you guys. I wanna stay. I wanna stay. I want you guys to watch me grow really old and gray, okay? Just stay with me. Anyway, I don't know if this made any sense, but hey, I should have made notes, right? But that's all I have to say about it. I feel like YouTube is a healthy outlet for me, and it's not to show off, it's not to brag, because actually, I don't have anything to brag about. I mean, I have a great life, but I had a great life before I had a Chanel bag. I've always had a great life because I've been blessed with a wonderful family. So that matters to me more than anything in the world. And if that's being a narcissist, yes, I'm a narcissist. All right, that's all I really have, you guys. I'm gonna sign off now before I make a complete nut out of myself. And I will see you guys again next week. And if you haven't done this video, I'd love to see you do it. And maybe you'll make a little more sense than me. But I will see you guys again next week. Bye-bye.